Hey everyone, welcome to Real Knowledge Club AI Summit. Today we have a truly a fascinating guest who is like Manuj Aggarwal, right? And who is the founder of Chief Innovative Officer of TetraNoodle, one of the amazing, incredible technology companies and elite AI consulting company with remarkable track record of like transforming so many people, like not just one, two, but 10 million lives and generated more than like $500 million, that is more than 4,000 crores in Indian rupees. Through his expertise in technology and AI, he has shared insights where it was being appreciated among like so many different countries, and where like President Barack Obama, Bill Gates also recognized his work. And Anuj has written like more than 4 patents in his name in the field of AI. We are learning from absolutely the best, the 0.001% AI experts in the world, right? And he's a perfect mentor to guide us to the transformational potential, right? How AI can help you to grow your business to like millions of dollars, right? Let's understand, let's learn the limitless possibilities of AI, right? And ChatGPT. And his integrity, transparency, and simplicity inspires us. Without any further delay, let's welcome Manoj to like Real Knowledge Club AI Summit.
Hello, thanks a lot for that bio.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your super valuable time and coming here with us over here.
Absolutely.
Yep. Manoj, I'm so curious to know about like your story and how did you get started right into this technology world and AI world. Can you tell us about your story?
Yeah, I mean, the story is typical sort of story of any young, ambitious person growing up in India. Um, my journey started. I grew up in Punjab, so I used to, in Punjab at that time, 30 years ago, there were not a lot of opportunities in a small city called Jalandhar. So I wanted to do something better with my life. I wanted to find a way to create more value. And at that time, internet and computers were very new. So my quest for looking for something new led me to computers and programming. I learned in a 1 year diploma, and I found that is my passion. That is what I enjoyed doing really well, and also I was good at it. I was able to rise above the ranks, make a lot of compelling solutions for businesses. So that's what led me down into technology. And then from there onwards, I came over to Canada in 1998, and my passion has always been to obviously use technology, but also to use the latest and greatest tools. So because if you like your profession, if you're passionate about it, generally you always want to stay up to date in what is happening in the field. So whenever a new technology starts becoming popular, like blockchain or artificial intelligence or many other technologies, so we try to focus on those technologies as deeply as possible so that we can stay ahead of the curve and also have more fun doing what we are doing already.
Absolutely, that's
Mhm.
amazing. And as I saw, like you are into this journey since so many years, right? Like even before like ChatGPT came, also like you were in the
Mhm.
AI, right?
Mhm.
How you have seen that transition, like the what were the things happening AI like 5 years back and right now about the future, like AI and the ChatGPT. How are things heading towards, and what are the things happening?
See, AI has been around for a long time. I mean, even since the 70s. And people who understand the power of AI, they have been using it for their advantage for a long time, especially after the year, say, 1997 onwards. A lot of people have used AI, me including, to create a lot of wealth. And when I say wealth, think about people like Elon Musk, think about people like Jeff Bezos. They are the wealthiest people on this planet now, and they accumulated their wealth in the last 20 years. And pretty much uh, most of the richest people, you can attribute their wealth to AI. So, for example, Amazon, Jeff Bezos's company is Amazon, and it's pretty much everything in Amazon is run through AI. The shopping experience, the shipping, one-day shipping, all of that stuff. Same thing with Elon Musk. Same thing with Mark Zuckerberg. Any of these rich people, you can look at their story. Their companies are all about AI. Now, you needed quite a bit of technical expertise, capital, all of these things to take advantage of AI before ChatGPT was released. So with ChatGPT, what happened was the power of AI is now simplified enough that everybody can use it. So you don't need to have like very deep technical expertise. You don't need a teams of engineers or a lot of money. But now you can see what AI can do for you and your business, and you can start using it. So that has been the game changer, and now it is only going to become more and more prevalent. Every area of our life is going to be influenced, if not controlled, by AI.
Right, absolutely. That's amazing. Like, because catching the trends early is one of the most important things, right? And the next question, what I have is, what is ChatGPT? Can every business use it? Right? Like, some people are like freaking about, okay, ChatGPT, will I lose my jobs? Will it take away my jobs? Everything, right? What is your view on like what is ChatGPT and how can every business use it?
See, ChatGPT is like, let's say you meet a very intelligent person who has a PhD in business, they have PhD in physics, they have PhD in mathematics, all of these things, right? And they don't know everything under the sun. That kind of person who is ready to answer any of your questions. That's what ChatGPT is. So they have taken the entire human knowledge and created this product which can now draw upon all this human knowledge and answer your questions. uh, every business can use it. Every business has to use it. Okay, so I'll give you a few statistics that
Yeah.
you may or may not be familiar with. So the CEO of IBM has said that AI is going to add about $10 trillion. Okay, that's trillion with a T, to the world economy, world GDP by 2030. Okay, so currently the world GDP is $96 trillion. Okay, so that means in the next 7 years, AI is going to add more than 10% of the world GDP to everything. Okay, the second statistics or quotation is from Peter Diamandis. He's one of the leading scientists and entrepreneurs, CEO of Google, many other people. They said that by the turn of the decade, again in 7 years, there's only going to be two types of businesses: one which use AI and one which are out of business. So that's how important the use of AI is.
Absolutely. Right. As you said, Manoj, like Peter Dimension is telling a lot about like AI and ChatGPT, right? In Singular University, Naveen Jain and some incredible folks have also spoken that, right? And one question, what Peter was telling was, with three people, can we build $1 billion company right now? Right.
I
What's
think
your take on that?
within this decade, in few years, we will see one person company going public, $1 billion, multi-billion-dollar companies with one employee. By the end of 2030, we will see that.
Hmm. Right.
Mhm.
Now, how can someone basically go out there? Like, because a lot of people have this question in their mind, right? Like, if they want to build like $1 million business, how to go about everything, right? Now, as you are being experienced like so many years and like you have built like so many companies, grown the companies to like multiple millions, more than $500 million in sales, right? What are the five principles or framework is like required if somebody is starting out today right now and they have like this incredible tool like ChatGPT and AI? right? How they can go and build like a business or a micro businesses using ChatGPT and AI things.
So here is the problem with this question. Okay, many people when they ask this question, and please don't take it in a wrong way. I'm trying to help here, right?
Yeah.
When people ask, okay, give me 5 principles to follow to make $1 million, it sounds like they don't want to do the work, and they just want a ready-made, a system that they can just follow and be successful. There is no such thing as a 5 principle that I can give you that can help you reach $1 million. Okay, the idea is this: first you need to figure out what are you good at, what is your passion, what drives you. So I'll answer it in this way.
Yeah.
First, focus on yourself, and in order to figure out how to focus on yourself, learn about the Japanese concept called ikigai.
Mm.
Okay, it's called ikigai, which helps you figure out what is the purpose of your life, what drives you, what is your passion, what is it that you will do irrespective of people pay you or not. Like, that's the kind of passion you need. Then you start talking about that idea with a lot of people, as many people as possible. Like you and I, we are talking about AI, right? There is no money being exchanged, but we are passionate about entrepreneurship. We are passionate about bringing this knowledge to people. We are just doing it to make sure that everybody has this information, even if nobody's paying us. So that's the second step. Start sharing these ideas, whatever you are working on, with a lot of people, and see what resonates with other people. $1 million is not going to come by following 5 principles, or whatever I am doing you can replicate it in your life. $1 million will come first finding your ikigai, finding exactly what you're passionate about, then talking to as many people as possible, so that you can find out what real problem you are going to solve for them, and what is the value of that problem. So let's say, if you come across a problem, let's say, I can't remember my grocery list. Just as an example, AI will help you remember your grocery list. How big of a problem is that? Like, is somebody going to pay you $1 for it, $100 for it, $1,000 for it? Versus you solve some big problem, and you can say, okay, I'm going to use AI to help you find your next six-figure job, or I'm going to help you to figure out how to get rid of your stress, or cure your chronic pain, or something along those lines. Now that is much more valuable problem. So now when you talk about these concepts with your target audience, you will start to see that people will start to either agree with your statement or disagree. And now you start to get an understanding of the market, about what is the market looking for, and how you can serve them better. Until and unless you do these things, no technology, no principle, no nothing is going to help you. So first figure out what you are good at, then figure out what the market is going to pay you for, and talk to as many people as possible, and then build your business. Use AI, use any other technology, but until you do these first two steps, don't even, like, there is no point.
Absolutely. We should have that massive transformation purpose, right? Like what are we obsessed, and then looking in the market, like what we are truly obsessed, and then we have to start using that towards everything. I love that answer. Amazing. And yep. And when it's like another question, the next question what I have is like, how do you basically guide companies, right, in utilizing AI and ChatGPT to increase their quality, productivity, performance, efficiency?
Yeah. See, the idea here is, every company is different, every situation is different. So think about this way, like, let's say you want to, uh, when we work with a client, we first ask them, okay, what is your objective? What are you trying to achieve? Is it more revenue? Is it more value from your existing clients? Is it employee engagement? Whatever that focus is, we first zero down on that objective, and then we start to collect data that helps us get to that goal. So let's say it's employee productivity. Okay, so what is the productivity today, and what is the target productivity that you want to target in 6 months or 1 year or whatever it is, right? So then we start to collect data. Okay, what affects productivity? How many meetings people are having every day? How many emails are they writing? Because all of these activities, they feed into the productivity of an employee, right? Or let's say they want to get more revenue, then we say, okay, let's look at the current existing business, how much revenue you're getting, what number of clients, all of that stuff, what is the target, and what is the time frame. And now we work backwards from there, and we say, okay, what are the factors that are going to determine your revenue? And then we start to experiment with certain algorithms, with other data points, with other ideas, to construct a solution that will solve that problem and get them to the um target objective within the given time frame, based on what the data is telling us. Now, when you understand data, when you understand AI algorithms, these things become easy. But it's not like if somebody comes to us and says, oh, okay, I have a revenue of $1 million today, and in 6 months I want to hit $1 billion. That is not going to happen. So it has to be realistic, but based on the data, based on these technologies, we can bring some really amazing results. So a company making $1 million could probably double their revenue in a year. Somebody who's just starting off, they can probably build a very, very good, profitable business within the next 3 to 6 months. Or many, everybody's situation is different. So what we do is we figure out exactly what the clients are looking for. And in many cases, sometimes, let's say, startup founders come to us, entrepreneurs come to us, and they say, I don't even know where to start. So what we do is we put them in a group of like 10 or 15 people, and then we train them on how to create their ikigai, create their presence online, bring a product to market, start scaling it, all of that. So it all depends upon the requirements of the client. Does that help?
Absolutely. That
Mm.
was amazing. We
Mm.
got a different perspective. It's all about understanding what's the need, right? Do they want
Mm.
to increase the revenue, decrease the pricing, and then evaluating, understanding, and giving the solutions to them.
Yes,
Love that.
exactly.
Right. And yeah. My next question, Manoj, is like how do we incorporate ChatGPT in our business, right? If we are online or like offline business, how can we use it to the highest potential? If the business is stuck right now at certain level, they want to go to that next level.
See, the key to understanding ChatGPT is first understand what are the bottlenecks, where you are stuck right now. So let's say, you are stuck uh, because nobody. Let's say you have a product, but nobody knows about you. Then how can you solve that problem? You can solve that problem by using ChatGPT to create relevant content to talk about your product. Let's say you don't even have a product, then you can use ChatGPT to get some ideas about what are the potential products that you can create. Let's say, you have the product, people know about you, but you don't have a good sales process. So you can use ChatGPT to ask for a detailed sales process. So remember what I said earlier. If you figure out, if you talk to a person who is so intelligent, they have PhD in all these subjects, what are you going to ask them for? When you think of a question that you can ask from me, somebody with AI expertise, think of ChatGPT as 1,000 times more able to answer your questions, and then use ChatGPT to answer these questions. Does that make sense? So, because it is becoming the single body of knowledge which is able to answer any of these questions in very easy to understand manner, and not only answer the questions but give you ideas on how to execute these things, how to create value from these ideas, all of these things, right?
Absolutely. It's
Hmm.
all like we have to ask the right questions to it, right? Like we have to ask
Yeah,
the right
exactly,
questions,
exactly, exactly,
and
exactly.
it gives us.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, yes, yes.
And my next question is like, what is the basically the best methodology that can be used to get the desired output in terms of ideas, content, philosophy, frameworks, right? Usually, a lot of people write emails every single day, create content for the social media, right, and like make videos. What is the best methods like we can ask the right questions?
See, this is in line with exactly the previous question. People, the mistake that people make, they ask for, okay, give me the framework, give me the swipe files. All of these things cannot be explained in 2 minutes. Okay, the fundamental way that we work with entrepreneurs is, first, again, helping them understand who they are. Without that, I can tell you, okay, talk about technology, talk about business, talk about AI, but that is what I am doing because that is my background. If I ask you to start talking about ice cream, um, writing books, or uh, anything under the sun, if it doesn't resonate with you, it is not going to resonate with your audience either. So you have to really understand that business and success is not to do with your content or your philosophy or your framework or your product or services. Success in business is all about how many people you can connect with and how many people resonate with your message. And if you don't align really, really well with your own message, nobody else is going to resonate with that. So, desired output in terms of idea, focus on ikigai, figure out what you're really good at. Content, once you figure out your ikigai, start talking about that expertise in your content. Okay, meaning start helping people. Let's say you are a gifted painter. Okay, you have figured out your ikigai is painting. All right,
Right.
now your content needs to be all about painting. How can you mix colors? How can you mix textures? How can what are the hidden benefits of painting? Because it gives you mental relief from stress. It increases your creativity. It increases your happiness, whatever that is. What are the monetary benefits? You can start selling your paintings online. You can create NFTs from it. All of these things, right? Philosophy is your core values, your belief system, what you find valuable in life. You need to add that into your content because you want to attract the same kind of people who believe in the same things as you. So if you are passionate about painting, obviously you don't want anybody coming to you who is passionate about guns or war, right?
Yes.
So the more alignment you have with your target audience, the better your business is going to do. So framework, phrase, all of these things, again, focus on these things, getting to know yourself. And if people find it confusing, I know this concept is not easy to grasp. That's the first step, and that's where we start when we work with our mentees or people who want to learn from what we teach, is about helping them figure out their own strengths, and then everything else, the ideas, the content, the philosophy, the frameworks, all of that fall into place from there. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. First,
Hmm.
we should have a complete, a proper North Star, like a massive transformation purpose. Then figuring out on based on their strengths, their unique abilities. Then
Mhm.
based on their obsession, we go about. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And the next question, what I have is like how to catch trends early, right? And see the things way ahead than most people can see, right? Like right now, there is so much of things happening, but only very few people are only taking action. Many people haven't taken action, right? They just know about what is AI, ChatGPT, but they are thinking that I cannot use AI, I cannot use ChatGPT. Why should I use that?
That is a human nature, see, the thing is, that's what I just said earlier, the from few questions that I got. um, and please don't take it in a wrong way, because
Sure.
this applies to me as well. We we are always afraid of the unknown. Okay. That's a human nature, because we want security, we want safety. So we find what is comfortable, and we want to stay there. And when something new comes along, the other thing is, as you said, many of us are just looking for an easy way to success. There is no easy way to success. It takes time, effort, hard work. You need to continuously learn. And especially when something as powerful as chat GPT comes along, which basically changes the paradigms. It is a paradigm shifting technology. So now you have to think differently, you have to act differently, you have to behave differently. And that is not very comfortable for a lot of people. So the idea is that if you really want success, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, get comfortable with learning new technologies, get comfortable with making mistakes, and then learning from those mistakes. And as you go down that path, you will start to see more and more improvement that starts to compound. So the the key to catch the trend early is to take action. And there is no excuse for not taking action, because chat GPT is free, it is available everywhere. So you just sign up and start using it. And if you need help, you can work with experts like myself or my company. But the key is to get started.
Right, absolutely. Right, like they have to just take the action, they have to take the initiative, right? Only when we take that initiative of doing the things, that's when we become better at what we are trying to do. Absolutely. And yeah, the next question is like, how much do they get paid? Like AI powered consultants and chief AI officer, right? Like recently, when I was watching some of the interviews on YouTube, Peter Demonson, he was talking about this exponential technology. Just like every CEO, every company needs a CEO or like a CFO or like a chief operating officer, COO.
Mhm.
Now the new term chief AI officer, and I believe like you are like for many startups, mid-sized company, like a chief AI officer, chief consultant, right? How much do these people get paid if they start consulting to the companies?
Okay. See, I mean, I'll answer it in two questions. One is that these titles don't mean much. Okay. For example, if you have a startup with three people in it, you can any one of the person, like who can use ChatGPT, can be given a title of chief AI officer, and they have no revenue, they have no nothing. So in that company, the chief AI officer is not going to earn anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea is that if you are a growing company, if you are making revenue, then proportionately speaking, you can make quite a bit of money as an AI expert. AI is going to, as I said earlier, it is a transformative technology. It is going to create a huge wealth transfer of trillions of dollars in the next 7 years. So based on which company you are working for, what is their revenue model, how much money they are making, you can expect to make much, much more than the average market price for engineers, for traditional engineers like app developers, or web application developers, or full stack developers, cloud engineers. A lot of these were the high paying jobs, right? But now with AI, you can expect to make more than these jobs. So I cannot give you a figure. Uh, in some cases, people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. In some cases, they are making hundreds of thousands per month. Depends upon which company they are working for, what is the revenue of that company, all of that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it has like way more better package and better pay per
Yeah.
hour compared to other things, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
this
yes.
is the trending and
Yes,
most
yes, yes.
important.
Every time you are able to ride the wave of a trend, you can expect to do much better than the market, the general market.
Absolutely, that makes complete sense. I love that. And the next question is like right now a lot of consultants and growth consultants they are having some knowledge about how to write better emails, better copywriting, creating funnels, creating websites, creating no code
Mhm,
applications and this
mhm,
thing, right?
mhm.
How they can reach out to the companies so that they can tell them how they can leverage ChatGPT AI to increase the productivity and performance.
See, creating these pieces of content is obviously one aspect of it. The second aspect is first figure out how you are going to get their contact information of your target audience. So one of the things that a lot of people make a mistake and they don't do a lot of research about their target audience. Okay, so do research about your target audience, learn about what their pain points are, then use um, AI to help you with writing really personalized content, and then contact them and keep following up, because sometimes what happens is that it will take you at least 8 to 10 um, 8 to 10 touch points with your potential customer before you can expect to make a sale. So continue to nurture them, continue to provide value, but don't use ChatGPT to generate like thousands of pages of content. That is not going to help you. You have to really use it for personalized content, really speak to their pain point.
Absolutely. Like we should first understand what is the company heading towards. We have to understand the audience, everything. What is the problem they are trying to solve, and once after we have complete in-depth knowledge about that, through our experience, then we can go and use these tools and then build something incredible on
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes,
Right?
yes, yes,
Something called experience also is needed, right? Like they should have
exactly.
in-depth knowledge. Absolutely, love that. And a lot of people have this question, right? How can we monetize ChatGPT and other AI tools? Because right now, every day there is so many AI tools coming, and it has created like the buzz, like the cryptocurrency 4 5 years back, NFTs and the web, all these things.
Okay, so the I'm repeatedly getting these questions, and that is telling me that a lot of people may not be getting exactly what I'm trying to say here. Okay, try to understand what I'm saying. Monetization, making money, success is not about what tool can I use, how can I use it, how chat gpt is going to help me make money, how is going to help me make money. First understand what problem are you going to solve for people. Okay, you individually think about your own life. If somebody knocks on your door and says, oh, I know chat gpt, will you pay me money?
Yeah.
What will you say to them?
Uh, What's the need, right? In fact, we can also
Exactly.
learn it on the internet
Exactly.
and YouTube.
So think about that. Will you pay somebody who comes across and says, "Oh, I know AI, I know ChatGPT," unless you tell them, "Oh, I know your problem, and this problem is creating a lot of pain in your life. Let me help you solve that problem." And how you solve that problem, believe me, a person who is in pain doesn't care about AI, doesn't care about chat gpt, as long as you can solve their problem. So focus on figuring out what problem you are able to solve better than others, and then figure out a way to become more productive. So let's say if chat gpt did not exist and you can solve somebody's problem and you can get paid let's say $1,000 for that. Now you start to think about, okay, how can I use ChatGPT to solve 10 people's problems which are similar and get $10,000? Because AI and ChatGPT is going to make you more productive. They are going to make you more efficient. They are going to make you more creative. But until you have the baseline, you know, you're not solving anybody's problem. You're not creating any value.
Absolutely. Like we should start with something where we are completely obsessed and which can actually give an end result, right? Like a result, like a tangible result, showing someone, okay, your current situation is here, and we are going to take you there, right?
Yeah.
Once we are able to show the business owner or like
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
executive, like this is where like you are going to head towards.
Mhm.
That's when the person sees, okay, this is what he knows and he understands my market, and I can help you out. I love that answer.
Yes.
And the next question is like, there is so much of surface level knowledge about like this AI chat GPT. There is so many videos popping up on YouTube, Instagram, Reels, Facebook, everything. Right? If somebody has to learn in-depth knowledge, right? How, how and where should they go about reading, understanding the exact in-depth like this large language models? Like should they research like research papers? Should they follow Twitter? Like what is your approach and how do you?
Yeah. I mean, see, the beauty is that when you combine the power of YouTube, when you combine the power of Google, and you combine the power of ChatGPT, the world is all available to you. Everything that is pretty much every piece of information that has been written or created by human beings is available to us today. 20 years ago, 20 years ago, when I was learning, when I was sort of just starting my career, it used to cost me $50 to buy one single book on one single topic. Okay. There was no Google, there was no Chat GPT, no YouTube, no nothing. Today, you can get Harvard and MIT courses online for $0.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So this notion that only surface level knowledge is available is wrong, but you have to be willing to go in and look at, okay, I've gotten the surface level knowledge. Now let me go deeper. Let me look for other sources of information. So as I said, if you want to go deeper, yes, look at research papers. Look at new courses being launched by all these Ivy League universities. Go look at open courseware from the best universities in the world. They are sharing what they are teaching their students. You will not get the full experience of being at the university, but you will get the same material, same knowledge, same education sitting anywhere in the world absolutely free. So it is all dependent upon you how deep you want to go. The information and the material is all available.
Absolutely. Right.
Hmm.
Like we just have to take the initiative, right, of going and learning. If you're curious enough, like we'll be able to get that. Right. And this is a question which a lot of people have asked. What is the future of like prompt engineering, and what is the best sources, right? Like because this is something like recently when I was checking the news, like people are getting like $300,000, $400,000 packages who have learned this prompt engineering.
See, if you have watched any science fiction movies, you will see like very smart robots and AI, doing everything like you Star Wars, Star Trek, any of these science fiction movies. But you will see that one thing, they're all, no matter how intelligent and efficient and wonderful these technologies are, there's always a human being giving them orders. Okay, do this, go here, kill this person, save this person, whatever that is, right? What are these things? These are prompts. This is telling, a human being is telling the machine what to do. Okay, what needs to be done, what are the questions that we need to ask, what are the things that we need to do. So it's about get understanding the environment around you, understanding the ability of AI, and then utilizing these two things to ask the right questions. So when you say how to learn prompt engineering, the best way is to understand AI is here to answer any of your questions. So if you can get better at asking good questions, those are the good prompts. Without good questions, you're not going to get good answers. It'll be garbage in, garbage out, right? So you need to get better at asking better questions, and not only with ChatGPT, but in your personal life, in your professional life, when you talk to people. Like you are asking me questions, the based on what the audience is asking me. And if we start getting better and better and better at asking questions, that enables me to give you more in-depth information. So that is the idea. Learn how to ask better questions, and you will become a better prompt engineer.
Absolutely. Like asking the right questions is the key,
Mhm.
right? If we
Mhm.
ask the right questions, like we'll be able to get incredible answers. Right? I really love that.
Yes.
And the next question, what I have is like basically a lot of people have this question, and like a lot of people have this doubt, right? Yeah, like in fact, even I also have this question: should we come to like USA, or like even from India also, like will be able to build like great things, and can we succeed in this AI world? Because lot of really successful people are like in US, right? All like the tech folks in the Silicon Valley, everyone.
See, humans have always, again, here is what I will say to you. Okay, when when people want to be successful, they can be successful anywhere. Okay, but when people start saying, oh, in order for me to be successful, the first step is I want to go to US. What they are saying is they are just basically um, delaying their success and putting roadblocks in their own path. Okay, so there is no such thing as coming to USA or India. I mean, you know how many billionaires India has now?
Not 100% sure. Like,
Yeah, there are multiple billionaires, and believe me, Indian economy is growing at faster pace than any other North American economy is growing. That is not to say you shouldn't come to USA, but don't make it a prerequisite. Anything that you think, oh, first I need to do this to succeed, that's the wrong attitude. You say, okay, what is the action I can take today with the resources I have, with where I am today, that can get me closer to my success? And in the meantime, you can keep looking, keep making efforts to move to US as well, but that doesn't stop you from taking action where you are.
absolutely. Right? It is our mind, right? Like, if we have to do it, like, we will do it. If we want to give some excuses, like, we always do that. Absolutely. I love that. And how to basically build a strong, great community, right? Because community is like everything. Because ChatGPT or like these tools can come and go, but the people connection is what can differentiate someone versus someone else, right?
Mm.
In this
So,
specific.
well, a lot of people are in this community, right? Again,
Yes.
this is a question they can ask themselves. Okay, what makes them part of this community? Why are they spending time here? They're spending time here because they are getting value. Okay. Um, when people start to build a community around themselves, they need to ask, what value are they providing? Why will people follow me? Why will people spend their time? Time is the only commodity that cannot be replaced. I can lose my money, but I can make more money. But if I lose even one single second, even if I have all the money in the world, that single second cannot be replaced. Okay,
Absolutely.
so when people are spending time with you, you are responsible to make sure you are providing them value. So think about that. Those are the one pillar, two pillar, three pillar, 100 pillars. Value to your people who are following you. If you don't focus on that, no pillar is going to help you. But if you just focus on giving them value, then they will follow you.
Absolutely, I love that. Like, you as much as value that it becomes so irresistible for others to not be part of that. Love that. And Manoj, like if you were to hire someone, right, in your company, in your AI consulting, everything, what is the 3 to 5 qualities like you see in that person before hiring him, he or she?
The topmost thing is positive attitude.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
positive attitude, consistency. Second thing, because positive attitude, I mean, life is always full of problems. So when people have positive attitude, they don't say, oh, oh, this is too difficult, I can't do this. They say, okay, I know there's a problem, let's try to figure it out. Second thing is consistency, because they may be positive one day, negative next day, positive next day, negative next day. That doesn't work. So they may be on time today, late tomorrow, absent day after. That doesn't work. So even if they are not really good, but they are consistent and they have a positive attitude, then now you can continue to improve. But if they have negative attitude and they are not consistent, then things are not going to work.
Absolutely, having that positive attitude, having that go-getter attitude, right? Who really loves what they're doing is like the key, most important thing. I love that. And Manoj, the next question is: do we need a college degree to succeed in today's world, right? In the AI world, right? Or do we need to have like a graduation from Harvard, Stanford, IIT, IIM
Hmm.
to really succeed?
None of this matters. You really need to understand what success is all about. Success is all about how much you believe in yourself, first and foremost. No degree, that these degrees are just there to reinforce your belief in yourself. Or if you get a degree from IIT, IIM, you will believe in yourself more that you're capable of doing something. Why not just believe in yourself without getting the degree? And if you get the degree, great. If you don't get the degree, then great either, as well, right? Like, if you have your belief, then if you know what value you can create in the world, the third pillar is how many people you can talk to and make them believe in you. If you if you tell them, oh, I have a groundbreaking product and I believe in myself, and you reach out to 1,000 people and 500 of them start believing in you, that's the definition of success, in terms of financial success or professional success. And again, also, I will highlight this point as well. A lot of people don't even know what success means for them. Okay, so when you do work with ikigai and self-awareness and learning about yourself, because that is the first step in every journey, learn about yourself first. Focus on what success means for you. You know, what does that mean? Like, for some people, it is traveling the world. For some people, it is buying a home for their parents. For some people, it is sending their kids to college. So first figure out what is success for you and then work backwards from there. It's not always about money.
Absolutely. Like we have to define our stronger why, and like we have to uh, uh, be achieving that goal every single day, right? Like feeling that accomplishment. So, yep, I love that. And Manoj, like right now, how can someone basically find out a co-founder, right, in this AI field? Because it's completely new, right? Like this ChatGPT, everything. Very few people are only using, even though there are like 100 million ChatGPT users, less than only 1% people have gone in depth, put like thousands of hours into it, and understands ins and outs. Where is the best place for us to get a partner, employee, or a team member?
These kind of communities, people, whoever is logged in right now, or
Yep.
whoever is going to watch the video, obviously they are interested in AI, right? They're passionate about
Absolutely.
AI. So yeah, I mean, these are the places. Like, a lot of people, we don't look at history. All major partnerships, all these relationships are built by going and talking to people. In India specifically, even in today in villages, there is this central place in a village where the panchayat sits, and all the people come and sit in the evening. They discuss their issues. That's where they find relationships. That's where everything starts from. So consider this your your community. And of course, if you need more help, reach out to me and let me know what you're trying to do. But But these are the communities where you find these people.
Absolutely. That's amazing. And what is basically like your vision and like mission and principles, right? Like what is that like your company is all about? Can you just tell us?
So we want to bring the power of AI to everyone. AI is going to change the world. Our mission is to improve lives and help people become wealthy, healthy, and prosperous utilizing AI. And my personal mission in life is to use technology to help 20 people win the Nobel Prize.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a great mission like you have, right? I love that. And next question is like right now there is so much of technology, like so many things, like everything, right? What is like the mindset we have to require in order for us to grow in this hyper world, right? Like the exponential world. What is the identity, beliefs, and habits which actually help you also to be into this space for such a long time?
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is a very, I wish I had the time to discuss all of this. There's so much here, but you know, habits, beliefs is, again, belief is in yourself. Belief is positive belief. All of that, like things that you have heard. Think positive, focus on a bright future, look at failures as opportunities to learn. These are the key things. But again, we have certain framework that we work on, based on which we create an identity for people. So when you join the army, the very first thing they do, and this happens in any country, whichever country you go to, if you join the army, the first month or so, what they do is they break you down. They break down your identity, whoever you are. Okay, they break you down, and then they start to build your identity up as a soldier. Okay, so this identity shift doesn't happen. Oh, I'm telling you, believe you are successful. No, it doesn't happen like that. So there's a process that people go through, and we plant we understand their current beliefs, then we understand their future beliefs of what they need to look like, think like, act like. Habits, certain habits like meditation is a very, very important habit. Yoga, spending time, uh, learning about yourself, thinking about yourself, let, getting to know yourself is a big, big challenge. A lot of people don't realize how important it is, because if you don't know who you are today, how can you know who you want to become? So these are some of the things that we work on step by step to understand your identity today, understand your beliefs today, and then figure out what is it that you want to become, and then build your identity up to that level.
Absolutely, I love that because everything starts with having that right mindset, abundance mindset, right? And that is what can get us great results, right? And this, the next question is like effective decision making, right? In this AI world, like right now, there is so much of information. 10, 20 years back, there was no information. Today, we have buzz of information. How do we take effective choices and effective decisions in life?
Just focus on what is the overall good for community. Okay, the common good for people is the best decision. So don't be self-centered. Don't say, oh, what will make me happy, but play the long game. Long game may mean you don't get immediate benefits, but if you keep focusing on what makes the whole community, people around me, people in my family, people in my city, people in my state, in my country, what benefits them, that if you use as a way to make decisions, you will never fail.
Absolutely, I love that. And Anuj, like, are you ready for like rapid round where I'll ask you like one-liner
Sure, sure.
questions? Awesome, right? What is the top 3 or 5 books like you recommend to
There's,
everyone who are watching?
there's too many. One book I will recommend is Principles of Life and Work by Ray Dalio. Uh, so that's a very good book. I read a lot of other ancient books. Bhagavad Gita is a good one if people can understand it, really, really understand the meaning of all that. You will find a lot of good wisdom there. Um, there are many books. I really like reading about the human mind, neuroscience, psychology of the humanity, basically, because the more you can understand yourself, the more you can understand other people, the more happiness you will find in your life, the more fulfillment you'll find in your life.
I love that. And the next question is, what is that one thing like you believe is to be true, which nobody else believes it to be true?
um I think I mean, like a lot of people believe it to be true, but I think anything in this world is possible. Um, we have so much power inside our own mind that we can accomplish anything. A lot of people believe that as well, but most don't.
Absolutely, I love that. And what is that advice like you want to give, right? Like one or three piece of advice. If you're again like 20 years old, what is that you want to give yourself?
Just focus on achieving the biggest goals. Even if you have a goal, multiply it with 10, and keep multiplying it with 10 until people start calling you crazy. They will say, "Oh, this is not even possible. Like, what the hell are you talking about?" And then go after those goals. If they don't
Absolutely.
scare you, then not even worth it.
Right. And that's what even Naveen Jain also was telling when I had interviewed him, right? Dream so big, people think you're crazy and never be afraid to fail. I love that. Right. Awesome. Manoj, the next question is, who are your main inspiration and key to your success, right? From where do you get the energy and drive?
Well, the inspiration is to help millions and millions of people. The energy I get is from my family, from people around me, because they support me and encourage me.
Absolutely. I love that, right? Like having that bigger goal of like serving so many people, at the same time, like the how focusing on like giving a better life. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And does basically like a life partner play an important role in the business?
Yeah, I mean, people around you, of course, they can play good role or bad role. If they don't believe in you, then that will be detrimental. If they believe in you, encourage you, that'll be more useful. So again, you really have to l- understand and recognize who you are surrounding yourself with and who you are listening to.
Absolutely. Like we have to surround ourselves with the right group of people, and that is what can help us to get really great results. That's amazing. Right. And yeah. And Manoj, like where can basically people find you, right? Like you have shared like so much of incredible knowledge, wisdom with us, everything, right? If you are on like Facebook, LinkedIn, or like your website, if they have any questions, right, how they can basically reach
Yeah,
out
you
to you.
can hopefully. So this is being live telecast in Facebook group, so you can
Yes.
find me on Facebook anytime, or check out my LinkedIn, send me a message, and let me know what is it that you're trying to do. I have a very limited time, so please be very very specific in terms of what you're looking for.
Right. And Manoj, have you? I believe like you have written a book also, right? Can you tell us about your book and what are the
Yeah,
things like?
I have two books, but they are very hardcore technology books, like on cybersecurity and scalable cloud infrastructure. So unless you want to go to sleep, I won't recommend. Or if you're a hardcore engineer, then I'll recommend. I but yeah, I mean, I have so much content out there. Just Google my name. I have a podcast, Bootstrapping Your Dreams. Check it out. Yeah, there's a lot of content that we publish, so you can find me easily on the internet.
Absolutely. I really love that. Right. And one more question what people were asking was like, uh, how was your experience when President Barack Obama and Bill Gates recognized the work, what you're doing? Right.
Yeah,
How was your.
it was amazing. Like, I did not expect it, and when it happened, it was like I didn't even realize that we were part of such a big project. And now, it's just a great feeling to have that kind of acknowledgement from these people. So it was Yeah, amazing, like a tremendous experience for sure.
Absolutely. That's
Mm.
amazing, right? And once again, thank you so much, Manoj Aggarwal, for sharing like your incredible wisdom for the last 1 hour. In fact, it was like an what I can tell, like an eye opener. My mind was like blown away, like with so much of your energy and like your time. Like I can see in your words and the knowledge, whatever you have. Right. Thank you so much once again for sharing like your incredible wisdom with
You're
all
most
of us at
welcome.
the Real Knowledge Club AI Summit, right? And any last words before like we conclude?
No, I mean, just this is AI is going to be the biggest wealth transfer in human history. So don't miss out. So many people are going to become millionaires and billionaires in the next 10 years using AI. So use it to your advantage. And yeah, best of luck for everything that you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Hmm.
much, Manoj, for being here. It was a great honor to have you. And for all the people who are watching this, go and implement, take massive action, watch it again, take notes and implement. That's how we
Yes,
can make a world a better place to live.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.
Thanks.
See you,
Bye.
everyone. Yep.